Let it build.
Scroll it down a little bit. Scroll it down a little bit so we can see now. There we go. There we go. Right now.
It's the 8 o'clock, John, man. It's 8 o'clock buzzer.
It's time,
My
man.
medicine buzzer.
Mm-hmm.
It's cracking lights. It's cracking lights. It's cracking lights. Oh, what we got? Oh,
He goes hard with the hype.
the hyphy. What? Man.
So as soon as he logged up a meatball,
Hey, you know.
who's fighting right now? Who's fighting right now? Who's fighting right now?
They ain't paint.
Finish it. Because they ain't paying.
Definitely working on the
Let me see it. Let me see it.
same.
Let me see it. Let me see it.
Welcome. It's Tuesday night.
Hey, yo.
It's Tuesday night. Welcome to the Fire and Ice podcast.
Learn about crypto and get
Welcome to the Fire. Oh, wait a minute. It's the Fire and Ice podcast.
Hello.
We got jokes for days, man. It's always jokes for days. It is a black culture experience, a lifestyle walkthrough, sports, entertainment, lifestyle, you name it, we do it. No limits. That's what we do. We are here again, man. That's what we do, man. It's your boy P.
Hello. How are ya? It's your guy Fresh.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie. That's my favorite part of the intro. I ain't gonna not real rap. I ain't gonna hold you, bro. That's my favorite part of the intro, man. You know what I'm talking about?
You know I got that from our boy
You know
Martin.
what I'm talking about?
Hello.
How are ya?
How
Hey,
are
man.
ya?
The boy D Mac. Anyway, all day, man.
Walk with us, man. Walk with us. So
Hey yo.
I want the crowd. I want to let the crowd chill. Let the crowd chill. Let the crowd chill.
Shirt.
So
Be ball night. Then they said ball night. You just say it.
it is opening night. Opening NBA night, man. It's on a Tuesday night. How ironic. We are here. Where are we, Fresh?
We are at the East Square Cigar Lounge, 3616 Kirkwood Highway, better known as home.
This is what we do, man. This is what we do.
Listen, man. We just gonna get into it, bro.
Oh, goddamn. But the world, without further ado, without further ado.
Right. Yeah, I like when they clap. I like when they clap for
I
me.
love it
yo.
when the crowd like that.
It made me feel special when the crowd clap for me. You know what I'm talking about? Oh, man, we gonna fire. Take this out of here. Man. We gonna.
Oh, that's how you feeling?
Hey, yo. My bad. Hey, yo, listen, good people. It's your boy, man. Big Mac. It's your folks. Fire and Izzy. Shout out to Iceman. He out there doing work, man. Putting
Ice
work
man
in.
putting in that work.
You know what I mean? Grinding.
Shout out to my brother, man.
Love you, bro. You heard? But listen, real quick though, man. I wanna before we get started, I wanna give a special shout out, man. My boy Bone, man. Y'all might know him from the Come Up movie. You know what I'm saying? That premiere here in Delaware at the Riverfront Theater, man.
Absolutely,
It's
man.
my young boy, man. You know what I mean? He lost his mom. I think it was yesterday. And I want to say rest in peace, man. You know what I mean? I'm sorry about your loss, bro. You know what I mean? And like I told you, I'm here for you if you need me. The fellas is here for you. Hit me up. If you need us to pull up, we'll pull up, man. And all that. But rest in peace to your mom, man. Condolences to your family.
Absolutely.
And all
Condolences for your loss,
I mean,
man. We
real
are
rap.
here, as you know, man.
Real rap. We love you, little
Yeah.
bro. That's real.
With that being said, what's on the docket, bro?
I got one more shout out. And I'm gonna
Give it then. That's what we here for.
I want to give a rest in peace shout out to my youngin, Marquise Lopez Jr. You know what I mean? He was caught up in some, you know what I mean? And I ain't one of those cats, man, that's like, he was a great person and all that, when they pass, people, always
Just focus on your relationship with him.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
My relationship, I watched the kid grow up, man. He was a young boy, he was 20 years old. You know what I mean? And I can remember him and his younger brother at 4 and 2 years old, just running up and down the block. You know what I'm saying? And long story short, man.
You felt some type of way about that.
I feel some type of way. He's my young boy, man, and he was real close to my other youngins, my cousins who like my son. So rest in peace, man. Shout out to the family. My condolences and all that. But we're gonna keep it moving, man.
Absolutely.
Yeah, what he just did. That
Sound the horn.
Sound the horn, man. Sound the horn. Again. One more again, bro.
Yes, sir.
Yo,
For the youngin', man.
yo, that remind me of that movie Troy, man. But that's one of my favorite movies. Anyway, listen, man. Yeah.
And we done, man. We done.
Hold on, one more time. Yeah, all right. Check it. Real rap. So listen, man. I got a question, man, for the fellas, right, and for the people out there. I'm scrolling through the channels, boom. You know what I mean? Trying to find some shit on the tube, and I come across MTV, man. I see what's his name? Nev from Catfish.
Yeah.
Neve. Shout out to Neve, man. Listen, y'all still getting catfish, bro? Like this 2021. How they still got a catfish show, man? They shipping out for 20 years.
I'm gonna answer that
Y'all
question.
still getting catfish, bro?
I'm gonna answer that question.
But my question is this. My question I want to pose to the fellas and to y'all out there. Have you ever been catfish, bro?
No, unfortunately.
Wait, unfortunately?
Yeah. Listen, and I say that to say that I say unfortunately to say that this is a hell of an era for you young kids. It's an incredible era as far as dating and social connecting. But no, because I wasn't around during the era where you could get catfished. If you gonna catfish me, like, you can't catfish me over the phone. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had to see you first to get your number, so you couldn't catfish me. So unfortunately, I'm not a victim of that particular era, but I could understand because it's a visual era in terms of what's going on right now. So I understand, man. Like, I watch this thing intently, and I understand. I do get it, how you can get catfish, because this is a visual era. This is different from our era was an audio-driven era where you did have to see, and then, it was see, then court. This is more or less like court off of what you see.
Yo, what's your definition
on the internet?
What's your definition of courting? What that mean? I'm just curious, sir.
Talking, getting to know, chasing, dating.
Okay. What's
chasing, dating.
What's dating?
For us, dating was a series of phone calls on that long cord from your room to the kitchen.
Yeah,
that was dating.
I used to have to hide the phone to pull up. It was real loud. And Tommy wasn't.
How many women got courted over a 60-foot phone cord? Chime in. I know we got women over there on here that got courted over a 60-foot phone cord. You know what I mean, for weeks on end, and then succumbed to the pressure. I know you did.
Fresh, you been catfish, bro?
Well,
keep it a beanery, man.
Well,
keep it a seagull, man.
I would say kinda.
Oh, there you
go. I say kinda because like you said, we wasn't really in the data age and all of that kind of stuff. So I was kinda catfish.
True.
I could even. It was funny because I seen this. I was like, wow. I went right back to it. We had a.
Oh shit! What the?
Yo,
baby here?
We had a party at. I want to say we was at a party at like Bayer. You know what I'm saying? We in middle school. I ain't gonna say we, but I'm saying that we had a party at Bayer. Mm-hmm. So I end up talking to a group of women, but I was specific. I mean, making. I
mean, I'm not surprised. Yeah,
making short talk. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But there was one that I actually was focused in on.
Okay.
So, you know, we exchange pleasantries and things like that. I'm like I said, I'm talking to the whole group of women. Okay, cool. So,
mind you, he says a whole group of women.
whole group of
This is the '90s.
Right,
He's
it's
a
a whole
light skinned
group of
nigga.
women.
He's a light skinned nigga.
Pretty motherfucker.
So I'm just busting up small talking, but I'm specifically talking to one girl in a slanted type, you know, in a very focused type of way.
They all waiting though.
We exchanged numbers. A couple days later, I get a call from said lady. Hey, we talking on the phone.
Right.
Ah, yeah. So it comes to the time where, hey, man, you know, I would like to see you again. You know, what's up with that? You know, how can we get together?
Shout out Jad Penn.
You know, it started being a lot of habba, Henley. Well, you know, I'm going to be busy all week, except when you not busy, you know.
Oh shit.
Okay, cool.
What was the sound effect with that though? What was that?
Well,
Proceed.
How many?
yeah, whole bunch of hamina.
Yo, where this baby at? This
So the thing is,
shout out Nardo.
so fast forward maybe like a week, she actually agrees to see me, but on certain terms. So now, like, you see all these red flags jumping up online.
What's the terms?
When you see me, don't be surprised at how different I look or whatever. This and that.
Wait, okay, just so I'm clear. When you met her in person, right? I just want to clarify.
I met her in person.
Was it dark?
No.
Was it like Duffy's basement party?
No, it was a regular party. It's a junior high
What up,
school
Sean? What's
party.
good, bro? What's happening?
Okay.
It's a junior high school
brother.
party.
Okay,
so
okay.
I seen all of you very well. So I'm like, well, did you get, you know, did you take like a mash to the face or something? I don't. How would I not recognize? Why would you bring that up? You know, I'm thinking in my head as a young guy, like, why would you bring that up? How different have you changed?
What you talking about, right?
Right, you know, in what 2-3 weeks? How different have you
You
changed?
got clobbered, right?
Right. So,
Mystery.
right. So fast forward, I meet her. I'm not sure if she was from the Hill or whatever, but I meet her on Lancaster Avenue. I want to say the iconic J Palace.
Okay.
And she walks down the street, and I'm like, oh, okay. Well, this girl must be getting ready to tell me where the girl that I'm coming to see is at.
Yo, I'm here to represent such and such. She ain't here.
Right, you know, so she come down the street, hey, Fresh, hey, how you doing, what's going on, so-and-so, we small talk busted up.
Right.
Hey, where's so-and-so at? Record scratch. Hey, you know the person you've been talking to on the phone for like the last 3 weeks?
Shout out little bro James Matthews.
That wasn't so-and-so, that was me. Whoa. So now, can you understand where I say I was kind of catfished? I'm thinking I'm talking to the one I'm actually
Okay, so
rapping with.
So let me make sure I understand.
Time out.
So you met a group of women,
Yes.
young ladies, right?
Yes.
You direct your attention to one. Hey, I'm fresh.
Yes.
Boom, blam, boom,
Yes.
blam.
Yes.
Y'all exchange numbers.
Yes.
Come to find out, the one you was talking on the phone was the one next to her.
Yes.
So, not the one you exchanged numbers with, but it was her girl.
Her girl.
So when you pulled up, you see her girl. Hey, what's happening? How you? Yeah, it was good. I remember you. Yeah. Where your peoples at? Oh, I am my peoples.
I can't make this shit up, yo.
Wowzers.
I can't make this shit up. And I mean, we talked,
Wowzers.
busted up. I didn't want to say, hey, yo, I don't want to fuck with you. But I left the conversation out nicely and politely said, hey, I don't want to fuck with you.
Yo, so this dude met her in person and still got catfish. That's like a record.
Yo, that's incredible to get catfished.
That gotta be like a record, I think.
Yeah, like I guess that's the 90s catfish.
Yeah, I'm like, you clearly know that I was shooting my thing at your friend.
Right.
You know, and actually I was like, well, yo, how did she even think like, yeah, I'm gonna give you his number, and he gave it to me.
Maybe she brodered her.
She may have, or maybe she was like, ah,
Give me
man,
her-
fuck
give me her
him.
number, you
You know what I'm
bitch.
saying? I ain't feeling like that, but here, you take the number, which is foul easy too. But I'm like, but I was like, yo, you was not the person that I was focused on in that Bayer gymnasium that night. You know, so I can actually say, yeah, I think I was catfish, kinda.
Kinda.
That was an early.
Shout
That
out
was
to
like
Hum Dum in the
a
building.
'90s catfish.
Good, brother.
My brother just walked in the building, man. Let us do, man.
So yeah, I mean, so being catfish, man, I shook it off, man. But I was kind of mad that I actually walked over there. You know what I'm saying? We still walking it these days. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, I walked all the way over here to see the girl that I didn't want to see.
Damn it, man.
Thanks.
Hey, yo, Hum.
Thanks.
You ever been catfish, good brother?
No, I haven't.
Nah, okay.
No, I haven't.
I mean, you like the rest of us. Well, kind of the rest of us.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hold on, somebody just said I've been catfished.
Catfished is more of a 2000s thing, man. If you dating in the 2000s, that's more of a you've probably been catfished, and I don't blame you because it's a visual era. It's a social media era. You go off of what you see and not off the physical. Like I can see that. That's not a hard thing, to be honest with you, man. I don't mind. Now, mind you, I don't. Now, time out. Now, I can understand you getting catfished, but I can't understand you getting catfished over like a long period of time.
Listen, like I be watching these episodes, man. These cats be like a year, and they try to like, yo, let's FaceTime. Oh, my lighting messed up. Oh my, yo, I don't want to talk to you no more, dog. Like,
Don't you have to do something not 20 years ago to get catfished? Like, this didn't happen 20 years ago.
yeah, that's what we saying. But
So you gotta be
but you ain't hear how your boy got catfished.
no.
So it was kind of catfish because he ran up on a couple joints. Boom, boom. He bagged one, got her number,
So I thought.
and he was allegedly talking to her on the phone. But it was her girl.
That's not catfish.
So,
That's why I said kinda.
What is that?
But you got to hold. Let me set the stage for y'all. Let me set the stage. Now, I'm not making any excuses for him, but you got to remember this is the '90s, the life of a light skinned nigga, a light skinned nigga, a whole crew of chicks. Yeah, I get it.
Light skinned nigga, jet black hair.
Dominique Wilkins.
Listen, hold on.
He got a little promo thanks to Yento. Shout out Yento.
Boy, it would be a whole crew of chicks and this dude. I can see that.
That's happened to me before.
I can see that. But in 20 in
Called, yo.
I don't know what that's called.
Right,
Okay,
that's what I'm
okay,
saying.
he got flip flam.
I got
I like
flip
that. I
flam.
like
You
that.
know what I'm saying? Like,
Okay, you got flim flam. Is that what we calling that?
I was like, yeah, I was like, but
All right.
I was like, oh man, but once I'm like, if there was a FaceTime, I would have FaceTimed her like the next day or like something. I was like, okay, I need some FaceTime.
Your FaceTime was at the carnival, nigga.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. When I
Your
got the
FaceTime was on the corner, bro.
I'm sorry. I didn't. Did I call your number by accident? I'm sorry. I meant to call.
My bad.
My bad. And she's like, no, you've been talking to me for 3 weeks.
Oh,
wow.
yeah. Lord have mercy.
We all had a chick walk up to us and rap to us and get our number for her girl.
But no, but that wasn't exactly how it happened.
That wasn't.
That wasn't exactly how it happened.
She gave her the number and was like,
Like,
yo,
we
holla at
exchanged-
me.
Right.
Yeah.
I said, well,
Yeah.
That's a
Like I said out there, a girl was like, give me the number, bitch.
well,
Well, I think our girl brodered him.
she might have. I don't know what happened on that end. I just
Right,
was
right,
like, yo, for 3 weeks, I'm thinking I'm talking to the girl. I thought I exchanged numbers.
That's a long time, folks.
Yo, dog.
Yeah, this-
said 3 weeks. I'm like,
Now, I'm only letting them off the hook because it was the '90s, and 3 weeks is kind of like,
Well, that's what I was saying.
is that requisite
I'm trying
time?
to see you. After a week, I'm trying to see you, and then she started like, well, the hamana.
Because we was gropey in the '90s.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, hamana. So,
Wait, gropey?
Yeah, it was gropey. Yeah, it was gropey.
We was touchy Philly?
Yeah, it was gropey.
Right.
Niggas
hold on.
was gropey in the '90s. Like,
You know-
so where you at? Where
You know what I'm saying? Like, you dig what I'm saying? Like, I like to touch on you.
I ain't gonna hold you,
ready
man.
to see you.
I ain't gonna hold you, man.
Jackie gonna be a punch the room.
I want to go. Listen, I want to
Fuck
go.
Jackie, man.
Hold on.
Rest in peace.
I want to go somewhere, man, but I don't, man, because it could be, that community might be looking out for me. But it was kind of hard to get got by that community back in the day because niggas was gropey, man. Like early.
Listen,
Like
I'm
early.
gonna just say this: when we was youngins, the Me Too community wasn't a thing, and but I think a big part of it is social media. Social media wasn't a thing either.
No.
You know what I mean? And I'm glad that it wasn't because
All right,
listen,
chill. I'm gonna chill.
Remember, how about I'm gonna say this and then I'm gonna end it. We in Bancroft, Gauger, whatever. We got a school trip the next day to DC. Are you plotting on who you sit next to on a school trip on the way to DC?
Yo.
Facts. Facts.
Nice little bus ride.
I'm packing it. I might pack an extra snack.
Extra honey bun?
Nah, the
pack
thing
extra.
is,
Yeah,
sorry
facts.
about your thing.
Right,
Bring
right.
a blanket.
Ooh.
Bring a blanket for your bus ride. It get cold. Underneath. It get cold. Bring a blanket.
Wow,
That's a pro tip.
Now he's spitting. That nigga spitting.
That's a pro. That's a pro tip. Bring you a blanket.
Don DeMarco.
Bring you a blanket. It get cold on them long trips. Trust me. Thank me later.
Yo, he's spitting.
Thank me later.
Old school.
We gonna leave it at that. The one.
Old school 80s tactics.
Listen, they be digging up. They be
All
stuff, yo.
right. Statute of limitations. Chill.
Allegedly. We don't want no
That's one
trouble,
of my
man.
favorite words.
Allegedly.
They be digging up old shit, man. We don't want no smoke, man. We just jokes, man. Just jokes.
Just
It's just jokes, man.
call me.
Unless you was there, then it wasn't jokes. But listen, so moving on.
Let's get it.
Y'all got real calm.
Right.
Yeah, I see. Let's get in it. Hey, man, let's go.
That's how I do. All right. So dig this, man. You remember back in the day, right? Like I played in the Capital League. Shout out AG. He was my coach back in the day in 6th grade.
Shout out Sloppy Joe.
You know what? Check out my team though. Listen, our starting five was Showtime, Nino. Shout out Nanu Pan. Papoose. Remember Papoose? John Jervy.
What?
And me. I was the weak link. Truth be told, I was the weak link. Papoose, Jerv, Showtime, and Nino.
Niggas don't know about Pat Booth.
I was the weak link.
Real shit.
Anyway, listen.
Papoose.
Proceed, though.
Bro.
So.
If you know, you know.
Yeah. So back in the day, you played, you played your sport, whatever your sport was. You know, what I mean, you did what you did. We had an MVP trophy that went to obviously Showtime because they averaged 26 points a game in the 6th grade. You heard me, the 6th grade. We had a most improved. I don't remember who got that. Might have been Nino. And we had a sportsmanship. I got the sportsmanship. I guess because I ain't had no problem with being the trash.
You was there every week.
Yeah, being the trash nigga of all five. I was,
Man,
the
was
worst
such a-
player.
You
Yeah.
was such a sport.
So I was a good sport about everybody else scoring.
Nah,
but
you was
me.
there every week.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
You was there every week. Nothing wrong with that.
But dig it, right? So these
A
days,
ridiculous fucking team, though.
these
Shout
days,
out to
right?
Mr. Pritchard.
Shout out, man, Maurice Pritchard. Shout out, Mr. Pritchard. Love you, man. So these days, you play a sport, right? My son played baseball, tennis, soccer, and everybody gets a trophy, bro. Like, how y'all feel about the everybody gets a trophy era, man? Talk about it.
Fresh.
Not a fan. Never been a fan. Even though I understand it, I don't agree with it, but I understand it because it's always to me it's always a fight about which one comes first, confidence or success.
True.
So you have confidence, you bound to have you have more successful endeavors. If you have success, you bound to have more confidence to go into those successful endeavors. So to me, not ruining the kid's confidence is, okay, well, little Johnny ain't really that much better than you, little Stevie, right now, which you really can't understand, or you might even can understand, but we ain't looking at it like that right now, so we ain't going to crush your confidence right now, even though he may be light years ahead of you. We're not going to crush your confidence right now.
Right.
Now, the reason why I don't agree with it is that's just not the real world. And the main thing I say is you can still keep kids' confidence without giving them a trophy.
True that.
You look. You can't give. I mean, if everybody has money, then what is the money worth? If everybody has a trophy, then now you're looking at the guy over here with the MVP trophy.
Did I really earn it?
Did I really earn it? And you actually did earn it. You know, being a person who got an MVP trophy, and then everybody else had to get trophies just because, oh shit, this guy got the MVP trophy. We got to give everybody else sportsmanship trophies. Okay, cool. So what are you trying to say about my MVP trophy? The year before, none of us got sportsmanship trophies.
Right.
We just was what it was. But when I get MVP, oh, now everybody gets sportsmanship trophies. Okay, cool. I'm okay with that. I know what? I'm still the MVP around here. You can't take that off the board, and that's fine. And I really don't know what it did for other people's confidence. They still saw me smacking the balls into the river. They still saw me smacking the balls out in the traffic. So you really can tell somebody 11, 12 years old, yeah, you're as good as him. And when they see it and experience it he's hit 3 home runs off me today. We're not on the same level. So
I saw it.
I have a brother here that's seen some of my work. Some of my work. So all I'm saying is that giving everybody an award for participation does not does not kill somebody's confidence. I see where they're trying to go with that, but it does not kill somebody's confidence if you give everybody a participation.
True.
And to me, it kind of lessens when you want to differentiate or you want to separate other people. Like, look, man, everybody here is good enough to play baseball, but everybody ain't the MVP. That's just what it is. That's just what it is. And here's the thing: if everybody gets a trophy for coming out, what would make you want to strive to be the MVP or the best you want to be? I'm still going to get me something. I'm going home cool. Okay, you know, if you just won a trophy, you'll get a trophy. Your trophy is same size as mine. You just say yours says participation, mine say MVP. You feel what I'm saying? But if you don't care about those things, you're like, man, my trophy just as big as yours, just as shiny as yours, and all of that.
Facts.
How are they the same? How are they the same? How does he get the same trophy and he gave up 3 home runs to me in the same game?
I think age is important when you talk in the whole everybody gets a trophy thing. At a certain age, it's got to stop. I think maybe I'm gonna say probably a good age of awareness to me might be 5th grade. You know what I mean? But you don't want to discourage a kid from playing because you don't know where that kid's talent may lie. And I'm not saying giving him a trophy may encourage him, but the adulation to the superstar only may discourage the kid. You know what I'm saying? So I don't mind giving everybody a trophy up to a certain age. Up to a certain age. I don't think you should now, and it's a certain age where, you know, guys are physically developed and everybody's competing. And I think at that point, everybody shouldn't get a trophy. Now we recognizing who's who because everybody's kind of on a competitive level almost. So early on, I don't have a problem with that. I don't have a problem with it. But at a certain age, it's got to stop.
I'll also bring this up, and this is something that you brought up on a previous episode. These kids, like you said, in Kappa League age, it's not like we don't recognize other people's talent anyway.
Absolutely, you know who the guy is.
We knew Showtime could really play basketball. You know what I'm saying? It never discouraged me from not going to the park to play.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? Okay, I probably won't get MVP today. But I've seen him play so many times, I was never discouraged going against the man. I played against the man, saw the man play, so if he get MVP, I deserve it. Why would I be mad if he go out and earn it? But I don't understand why the grown-ups would think that would discourage people. Like, I've seen this man play before you seen him play.
Right.
So, and I played against him. So why would I care I already know what he can do.
Listen, let me tell you something. I saw this man dunk on a teacher in fucking 8th grade.
Shout out Showtime.
Was it Mr. Lesher?
It was, sir.
Banged on him. Kiss the rim if I'm mistaken.
Yes, it was, sir.
He banged on a teacher, man, in the 8th grade, man.
Who
Shit
played
was
professional basketball himself.
it was weird to see, but it was like, yeah, okay. That guy's been doing different shit for a long time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I knew that was certain guys that was separate. At that point, I knew Nino, Muss. I knew it was certain guys that was separating themselves as, okay, them probably the guys. Participating trophy didn't mean shit at that point. You knew you wasn't. Yeah, you knew you wasn't them guys. You know what I'm saying?
But it never discouraged you from competing.
Yeah, you knew you wasn't them guys at all.
And that's what I'm saying. Just the
We
familiarity.
enjoy competing.
Yeah, just the familiar. We being who we was, we like no, we honor and treasure going up against you guys because y'all are guys with names and we're not, but we clearly think that we're on the same stage as y'all. You know what I'm saying? So that's the opposite of okay, well these guys are better than y'all, but guess what? Y'all get the same prizes they get. That's no.
Nah, you couldn't fool me at a certain point.
Nah, you can't.
Like at a certain point, I knew that this was some old. Fuck, you giving me this for? Because
Yeah, you couldn't
I
fool me,
ain't,
man.
I ain't that guy. You know what I'm
How
saying?
you gonna fool us?
I ain't that guy. So you know.
Bring back the Kappa League, please.
Ooh.
Oh,
love
shit.
that.
Bring back the Kappa League, please. I mean,
Mark,
and-
Mark, make some chocolates.
And the thing is, if y'all remember, you didn't even have to go to Bancroft to play in the Kappa League. That was actually at Bancroft. Mr. Pritchard was just like, "You from the hood? Come on in and play. You ain't from the hood, and you from somebody else's hood? Come on in and play."
Yo, I never knew that.
Yeah, it was people.
Unbeknownst to me, but I never got to play in Catholic, so
Yeah.
it didn't really matter to me.
Yeah,
I always had to
people-
babysit.
It wasn't-
Until right now.
So I always had to
Yeah,
babysit.
because shout out to Sloppy Joe. I had good brother Val Sean G's on the team. Never went to Bancroft.
Yeah, he went to
yeah,
Kirk.
yeah, yeah.
He went to no, not Kirk. I'm sorry, Powell. Yeah, they was all at
Right,
Powell.
so-
Yeah.
But they was from the hood
Yeah.
and they knew all of us.
Yeah.
And Mr. Pritchard knew, you know what I'm saying? Like, nah, come on in and play. He got MVP on our team. He got MVP on our team.
Shout out to Sean G.
Shout out to Sean G's, man. He got MVP
Kirkwood
on our
Street,
team. And
Kirkwood Street legend.
And he never went to Bancroft. You know, so that meant more to us than a lot of people even thought. It was people. Shout out to my baby Kane, Mike Kane. He came to my house, fresh. You coming to play today? Nah, man. Nah, my mom said if I ain't go to school, I can't go outside.
Facts.
I can't. Yo, dog, I was arguing with my mom. I was dancing
I
and
remember those
everything.
days. What's
But
up,
if you ain't
brother?
go to school, you
I
can't
remember
go
those-
outside.
I remember those days.
Kane
Boy.
came from Newcastle. He came from Newcastle. Came to my house.
That's my
That was
brother.
Mike Kane, man. That's our brother, man.
Listen,
Came to my house.
that's my brother, man. When we was in Mr. Scott class in 8th grade, you know, when I had my quarterback aspirations, man, that was my running back, and he was grooming us. And unfortunately, I went to Howard, and he went to GI, and the story is already told.
Yeah,
So
before
shout out to
unfortunately-
shout out to MK, man, my guy, man. That's my dude,
For
man.
unfortunate
Grade school.
injury, 1,000-yard rusher.
Yo, I got a question. I got a question. Go ahead.
No chocolates. Sold out.
Okay.
I got a question for you though, Coach P, Dr. Phil Jack. When we used to play back in the hood, right, football, back in the BBD, when you was a QB, who was your favorite receiver, bro? I'm just curious.
Jerry Rice.
I just want to know, bro. Who's your
Cheap
favorite receiver?
plug.
Keep it a bean. Keep it a bean, man.
Cheap plug, man. Cheap
Yeah,
plug.
man, who's your
You might as well
favorite?
tell him who Jerry Rice
Who's your favorite
was.
receiver, man? I'm just saying.
Cheap plug,
Valid
cheap
question,
plug,
I
man.
think.
I mean, you're a priority. Yeah, I mean, do I got to answer? Cheap plug, man. Moving on, man. Cheap plug, cheap plug,
Wait, it was me?
cheap plug, man.
Hey! It was me.
Cheap plug, bro.
Let's go!
Cheap
My
plug,
nickname,
man.
fresh
Cheap
back in the
plug.
day.
Sticky Vic.
Hey,
Sticky.
sticky fingers.
Cheap
I
plug,
ain't missed
man.
nothing, man.
Moving on, man. Moving on, man.
I'm sorry.
Get that in, bro. Get that
Irrelevant factoid, man. He was a one hell of a receiver with ridiculous hands, all right?
Can't take away what we did, Shep.
Irrelevant factoid. Moving on.
Can't take away what we did, Shep.
Shout out to Briscoe. What up, Aki? My man. Moving on, bro. Moving on. I'm sorry. Shameless plug. I'm sorry.
That was ridiculously shameless.
Sorry. So listen, man. I got a question. So, you know, we all got. Well, except Fresh. We all got younger. Me and Coach P got younger siblings, right? So it's like, you know, when your mom and your pop raised you, right?
You got, please, good brother. Thank you.
They got certain rules. You know, it's like a hard line type shit. Like for example, you know, when y'all know when I was a teenager, my step pop, Tommy, he was a Viking. You come to the crib.
I love him though.
Yeah, he's a good guy, man. He's a man's man. You know, but you come to the
You
crib.
pick up little things from people. Go.
Slam it, dude.
You pick up things though. Go.
I'll be upstairs.
Get weak in the hips.
And y'all be like, oh, yeah. Oh, my step pop, man. Rest in peace, man.
Man, he was giving.
Peace,
He
bro.
used to drop. He
Listen, he used to drop
bars.
Bars.
He used to drop bars on
You
us.
know,
man.
I got that new subscription. I got that subscription. Yeah. Shout out Tommy, man.
Whoa.
Thomas L. Robinson, man.
Proceed.
Real rap though. So, you know, your mom, your pop, you know, they raised us with like an iron fist, right? But then you got younger siblings, and you like, yo, mom, you sweet, like you soft, bro. Like you used to beat me, yell at me, they get away with murder. You know what I'm talking about? So it's like, but then you gotta bring it to us as parents, right? So it's like, my mom used to, she'll pop you, boom. You know what I mean? You suck your teeth, you talk under your breath, boom, you getting popped. You know what I mean? All that. I don't do that, bro. And it's like, and my mom didn't do that to my younger sister. Are we soft parents, bro?
Yes.
We soft, yo?
Yes. 100%.
Fresh as we soft.
Yes. Absolutely.
we babies? Fresh as we soft, yo.
Yes. Absolutely.
Soft.
Absolutely.
I would say softer. I would say softer.
But it can be softer because they wasn't soft.
Let me say this though, to be fair. My mama,
Shout out D Jones in the building.
my mama, she still carry my kids like she carried me.
Let her bro. The bro just walked in, man. Let her bro. My bro.
Oh yeah, bro, appreciate it, good brother.
Oh, we
Once
soft, bro.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Are we
Yeah,
punk
we're softer.
What
We're softer.
Bernie Mac said? We punk ass parents, man. We punk ass parents.
We definitely.
I'm just a bitch ass nigga.
I will say this though. We're softer because our situations probably aren't the same as our children's situations. I can't say that. You know what I'm saying? I can't
D
say
Jones.
that.
We punk ass parents, man.
I'm just a bitch ass nigga. I ain't gonna lie to
We
you.
punk ass parents, man. Parents. We punk ass parents, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Okay. He wrapping his hoodie around his waist, so he's definitely a punk.
Yeah, that's a punk ass. God damn. Whoa.
So
He wrapping his. Hold on.
God damn. That nigga is wrapping his
My man
hoodie.
just walked in. My man DJ, he wrapped his hoodie around his waist like he trying to cover his booty, like he a joint. He's a punk ass parent, man.
Wow.
Punk ass parent.
No, okay, hold on.
Go ahead, Coach P.
Listen, I'm not gonna hold you, man. Because I worked extremely hard to put myself in a position where I can provide my kids in a situation that I wasn't in. Now,
we got a yard, y'all.
we got a yard, bro.
Right, you know.
Listen, I grew up in BVD. You know what my yard was?
Shout out Bubba.
My yard was
Shout out Bubba.
the 70,
Our football field.
the 75 to 80 feet of yard that separated, well, the shared front yard between 4 other buildings. In the middle court, kind of like a courtyard. That was my yard, and then the very small piece in the back that was about, let's say about 15 by 20 feet. That I used to jump out, you know what I'm saying, off the second floor.
Shout out to 2B.
So yeah.
Shout out to Real Tory.
So yeah, absolutely, man. My kids have And the funny thing about it is they have more than I have, and they don't really give a fuck. They don't give a fuck about that. Like
They don't know. They don't know what it's like to not have.
they don't like, to me to say I didn't have this. They be like, I don't need this, which is ironic as shit. They don't need it. This is weird.
Amy said, "Yes, you are soft."
So it's gotten.
You right, Aunt Amy. You right. But listen,
Yeah,
I want to give us a shout out though, because dig it, right? You remember the football field we played in down BBD? Not even the main one in front. The
on
one
the
on
side.
the side.
That might have
That was
been.
like a real football. But it was little. Now, but to us, that was like, yo, this is, yo, you scored a 100-yard touchdown, like Zion. Like,
Hold on. Let me. And I don't mean to brag, and I don't mean to brag.
bang. Shout out Jammer.
I have a pretty decent backyard.
That's where I was going with it, bro.
My bro has a decent backyard.
Listen, that's where I was going with it. Where I was going with it was, we played in a football field back in the day that we thought was like real, and all our yards is like triple that shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo,
I can run a decent sprint in my backyard. Not to brag, not to be that guy, but
yards, bro. We would have a hell of a football field, bro. That's where I'm glad you picked up on that, because that's where I was going with. Like, goddamn, like, come on.
I don't mean to brag, but I could run a decent sprint
Gang.
from one corner of my yard to the other. A decent sprint.
Come on.
My brother could run a decent sprint from 1 yard. My brother has a yard with an incredible deck and space to. Our kids don't give a fuck about that shit.
Because we were soft on them.
Listen, Biz go out
It's
there
a different era.
and like my brother Dev's kids came over and stayed a night Saturday, and them and my son went out there and they running around like, but it's like to them, like you said, bro, it's nothing. Like they don't really give a fuck. To them, it's like, hey, this is my yard and that's what it is. But like in South Bridge in the projects, nigga, we ain't had no yard, bro. You know what I'm saying? And East Side, we had a yard, but it was like from here to like the ring light, bro. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, yo, what the fuck, man? But
I grew up in an apartment complex, bro. I had a shared yard, so it wasn't my yard, but I thought it was mine, but it wasn't mine, but it was mine.
It's a blessing, bro, that we can sit here and joke about it and, you know, talk about how, you know, the shit was back in the day. But I think every parent's dream is to have your kids in a better situation than you was in back in the day. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, again, it's a blessing for us to even be in that situation.
Right.
But it's when you think about it, like, bro, I remember that yard on the side of BVD was like,
Man, it was glorious.
it was glorious, bro. And it was like I remember you throwing me like a 100-yard. I'm like, yo, we had the one, and I just
That might have been 20. That might have been 10, 15 yards, bro.
But it's like, yo, that joint was like, yo, that nigga ran from here. He ran that shit all the way back.
All the way
It was
back.
like 10 yards, man.
10
Yo,
yards, man. But you couldn't tell us
Damn
that
it,
wasn't.
man.
You couldn't tell us that wasn't Cowboy Stadium. It wasn't Candlestick Park.
Yo,
it wasn't
man.
Landover
Listen,
Stadium,
bro.
man. That was a stadium to us. And just to round it back around, man. I guess when we say we softer on our kids, the position that we put our kids in, we don't have to be as hard. You feel what I'm saying? We don't have to be as hard. It's like they don't have to learn some of the hard lessons that we had to deal with every day.
that makes sense.
You know, so I mean,
Because we was raised in the hood, and our parents had to be
in the heart of the
extra
struggle.
hard because they like, yo, it's a lot of shit out there.
Yeah.
And not that it's not, you know, shit out there everywhere, but in the hood, it was shit out there,
Yeah.
man. It was real easy to get into some shit. You
We
know?
were all raising kids in the suburbs.
Word,
Let's keep
bro.
this, which
That's
is
real.
wild. Which
That's
is
real.
wild.
I can say it like this.
Damn,
when I
bro.
moved to the suburbs, I struggled to find people to play with my sons. Nobody came outside.
Talk about it.
I struggled to find people to play with my sons because everybody
Bro.
just in the house.
Listen, that's why I want to give a shout out to this good brother D Jones, because My son ain't got no friends in the hood, bro. He ain't got. It's me. I'm out there. I'm out there in the backyard.
You actually still calling it a hood? That's the crazy
It's a
thing.
habit. I'm out there shooting. I'm out there playing ball in the backyard or playing soccer with him. If D Jones' sons ain't there or one of my son's cousins ain't there, it's me. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta migrate somebody in.
It's crazy.
It's crazy, man. I was like, yo, I said when I lived in my first neighborhood, when I moved out of the city, I was like, damn, everybody out here must be on the run because nobody comes the hell outside. It was crazy. I was like, man, I'm gonna get a tent, everything in my yard. You know what I'm saying? What are you talking about? But it was just these days. I think a lot of people, especially where we live and raise our kids at, they all, you know what I'm saying, like, you don't go outside, fine. You could be doing worse. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, damn, don't nobody go outside? Don't nobody socialize? You know what I'm saying? Like, how does this work?
No. We got our fence up a couple weeks ago. My son wouldn't go out back. Now he out there every day. You know what I'm saying? But, I just want to shout us out, man. Like, I want to toot our horns because, like, we giving our kids some shit that we didn't have back in the day, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can literally go out back and, like a month ago, D. Jones' kids came, I put a little slip and slide out back and we didn't run a start. Like, it's room out this, you know what I'm saying? It's room out this joint, bro.
It's wild as fuck.
You know what I'm saying? It's a backyard, bro. Like, for real. And it's just crazy that, you know what I mean, that we could just, be blessed enough and work hard enough to be able to put ourselves in a position.
Yeah, to answer your question, I am a little soft on my kids.
Ain't we soft?
You know what? I'm gonna keep it 100. I'm gonna take it even a step further. As a as a dad raising sons, it's almost some shit that I do want my sons to get away with.
Oh yeah, absolutely. That's real.
Yo, listen.
No, that's real though.
I ain't gonna hold you, man. Listen. It's almost. I'm gonna keep it 100, man. And I know she gonna kill me, man. But it's almost some shit that I want to see if my sons could get away with that I got away with. You know what I'm saying? Hey, babe, let's go to dinner. You know what I mean? Never mind, man. I'm gonna leave it alone. But it's like a rite of. It's almost like if you know. If you're a guy, it's a rite of passage. Like. I can't make it easy for you, but I just want to see if you can circumvent the process. You know what I mean? I want to see if you can. You know what I mean? I don't know, man.
You have enough guys.
There we go, bro. That's it. That's the word. That's the word. That's the word.
And some of those things revert back to some of those lessons we learned indirectly through other things. You feel what I'm saying? Like, okay, well, not just for the reason why you may want, but you're like, damn, how can I get around mom if I just want to go outside? If I want to eat something that she didn't cook? If I want to get away with not doing my chores?
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So those type of things, like, oh, okay, this is how I circumvent. But if you're not learning those other lessons, you don't even know. Damn, should I be trying to circumvent? You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, nah. Yeah. So those type of things, we put them in a position like, why would I even have to circumvent? I'm in a good enough position. Y'all ain't around right now. Yeah, I might be circumventing right now.
Right.
I might be circumventing right now. So it's just, to me, I used to say, yeah, we are softer, but yes, you ain't got to argue me down. Yes, we are soft. But I will say a lot of it is due to some of the positions that we've grown to in our lives and some of the positions we've grown to be able to put our loved ones in, that they don't have to learn some of the hard lessons that we had.
Facts.
But to good brother Coach P's point, some of this shit I want you to have in your toolbox just in case.
Yeah.
Can you figure this shit out?
I don't know what you're capable of.
Yeah, can you figure? Shout out to Breezy. Breezy circumvented all the rules. Shout out to Slim. Slim went by the rules and he's still good to go. My baby boy Jay, he kind of skirting both of them. But they all finding their way, man. Love them all, man. They all finding their way, man. I love them all, man.
Yeah.
So the end it. Bottom line is, we some punk ass parents, man.
I'm just a bitch ass nigga. I'm not as bitch ass nigga as this nigga tying his shirt around his chest. I do not ever in your life walk into the Fire and Ice podcast, a black culture lifestyle experience, tying your sweatsuit jacket around your waist.
Now, bro.
You have settled 100% into your
Nah, but he had the hoodie.
old headness.
He had the hoodie on.
Yo, he walked in G. He walked in with the hoodie on G.
Did this brother just cover up his dunk?
No.
He covered up his dunk. It's just jokes, bro. We love you, man. We love you, man. It's just jokes.
Do not ever do that again.
Shout out
in the yo. Do not ever.
You know what? I'm gonna tell
Leave that shit in the car, bro. I love my baby though. Love my baby, man. Shout out to D Jones, man. D Jones.
Special shout out to my man David Carbarrio. Shout out Pepe.
Okay.
Shit.
Shout out to Pepe.
Hola, amigo.
My nephew.
Que pasa?
Love you,
Que
bro.
pasa?
Wanna check in? You dig?
Que pasa, amigo? We rocking all the way out in Spain. You dig?
Hey, dig it.
Hola.
That nigga said Spain here. That was meant like shit.
Okay.
But, I mean, you know, fuck it.
Spanish.
Yeah. That's my niece. That's nigga's husband. Shout out to
Okay,
nigga. I love you, baby.
LaSalle Explorers in the house.
You know what I'm talking? No, Drexel.
Drexel Dragons.
Drexel Dragon. She's a Drexel Dragon, man.
So let's move to this, man. There's an album that came out within the last month, man. Shout out South and North Philly.
It's pretty bumping too.
Meek Million. Listen, that shit is jumping. That's all I listen to.
I kind of like it myself.
You know what I'm talking about? But he got an album cover, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Throw your little. Hold on. My baby throws low song. Throw your low song, bro.
Do you think?
Throw your low song. So Meek Mill got an album cover, right? And if I'm mistaken, his album cover is on like the cover of the little, you know, the Philly, the Metro buses, and you know what I'm talking about. So, you know,
The jitney.
and you know, on the album cover, it's like, you know, look, got little booties and little. Now let me say this: it's not real people. It's like cartoon-ish characters, right? If I'm not mistaken, it's like cartoon type characters. They showing a booty. They showing the little what Dollar Bill say? Titties, ass. They showing a little
Bucking naked.
titties and ass. They bucking
In the
naked
nude.
on the sides of the bus, and you know what I mean. So, like, what we think about that, man? Because you know, somebody said to me, like, "But damn, that's acceptable."
SAT word.
But if that was Nas X, and it was, you know, some who had some boys kissing, and you know, some what they call it, some boy pussy on the bus. How we feel about that? Let's talk about it, man.
Me myself. Oh, when I seen it, see, all right, cool. Dig is here. I'm okay with some art. I'm okay with a lot of art.
Shout out Chris Laws, Del Castle, coach in the building.
The thing I'm not in charge of is who makes the rules about art and what's acceptable as being art displayed publicly. Now, I don't get to make those rules. They never called my house and consulted me on what should be, you know, feasible in public. All right, cool. So with that being said, from what I've seen over my years in my life, I've never really seen naked women displayed publicly on the side of a bus.
Bucky naked.
Buck naked.
Shout out Dollar Bill.
That's what I can say. Regardless of whatever color you was, I've never seen naked people on the side of a bus. Now, I don't really care that much about seeing people naked people. I don't.
Over top of the joint.
But I don't make the rules about who's going to
right
be displayed naked in public. So, in the name of art, people are saying, okay, well, this portrayal and display of naked people is art. No problem. I'm cool with art.
Okay.
But like the good brother said,
Shout out Hindu on the check again, big bro.
I would assume if we
You want a chicken?
we talking
The
about
fuck?
we talking about art here, and we talking about naked people. Okay, so if there was just all men on the bus displayed naked, how would you feel about seeing that? Would you still have the same energy?
The Bucky naked
If
dickies.
would you have the same energy? Oh, keep the naked stuff on the bus. If it was Nas X tour bus, if it was Nas X, because let the record reflect.
Let it reflect.
Not too long ago, Little Nas X art was very heavily disputed.
Let it reflect.
Let me say that to you again. Little Nas X's art, dancing, was disputed. Oh, we don't want to see that. He wasn't even naked. He wasn't even naked, y'all. But
Boosie.
but what I'm saying is, if Meek Mill gets the opportunity to put naked images of naked people on his tour bus and it be regarded as art, why hasn't Little Nas X's art been regarded as art and given the same latitude as Meek Mill's tour bus? Can somebody answer me that?
It's all in the perspective of the people, of the person looking at it, because one person could look at it and see it equally as art. One person could be outraged. That person that cries outrage is the person that's gonna get heard.
But what would they be outraged about? The nakedness or who is naked?
Who's naked? I know where you're going.
Right, and that's what
That's not rocket science.
Right.
Where you going is just the outraged see what outrages them.
Yeah, so that's
you know what I'm saying?
I'm posing the question to our people. I'm like, okay, well, if they drawn a line with Little Nas X, and his and all his stuff was portrayed as art, and people, oh no, take it down, take his sneakers down, everything. You feel me?
The whole look.
They take everything from Little Nas X. He can't.
The bloody sneakers.
You
That wasn't
okay?
art.
Okay,
To
if
you.
you right, that's what I'm saying to you, and that's what I'm saying. Like people's lines, like mine is. People draw their lines of morality at different places over different things.
No.
But when you bring up, hold on, that may not have been how you thought when this same situation came up with different people. People say, hamana. Oh, okay. But let the record reflect. Just sometime in the summer, or maybe even not that long ago, Little Nas X, his art was taken down. His art was taken down. You feel what I'm saying? No, you can't perform like that. No, you can't show these type of images. He's not even naked. And then but everybody says, oh, that's art. Oh, you see naked people before? Yeah, I see him all the
What
time.
was he doing though? What was
let's
X doing?
I'm not sure. I can't even.
I mean, let's call it. He's a gay guy doing gay shit on stage, and people had outrage with it. So let me provide some context.
People had outrage to it.
People, homophobic individuals. Let's provide some context. So
Right, yeah,
so
yeah.
Meek Mill. So let me provide some
Maybe I'm
context.
talking to them then.
Let me provide some context. Meek Mill's album cover was prominently displayed on a Philadelphia city bus, and a gentleman who is of the fairer Caucasian persuasion did a video. I'm not sure whether it was a TikTok or whether it was a viral video.
Son's art.
It was no. It wasn't. It was because the art that Meek Mill portrayed was from a black woman, if I'm not mistaken. It's a black woman's art, and it is of Basquiadian in nature. But the artwork was displayed on a Philadelphia city bus prominently, and there was a gentleman that went viral with a rant about the video and the fact that it did display African American females in a exposed nature, and it went on to say, is that what you want yourself to look like, and this, that, and the other. So just to provide some context in terms of where the Brother B. Matt is going in terms of the art itself, because it was art. It was art when it was on his album cover, but is it now art now that it's displayed on a bus? Is it still considered art?
Well, here's the thing I say about that. His album cover as we all know, in the '80s, they actually had to start putting parental advisory stickers on. And even though we may skirt those rules, you actually have to have permission to go and buy those records. No. Let's run that back. We've been doing wrong for so long, we don't know what right looks like. You actually have to have permission to buy those records with those imageries on. Am I right? They have parental advisory stickers on them. Now, most of the time, the record stores be like, I don't even care. You know what I'm saying? If you don't have your peoples in there. But some will. Now, what I'm saying is that is not displayed publicly on the side of a bus. You actually have to go somewhere behind, you know what I'm saying, in somebody's door, which is a private business. A private business.
Let me interrupt you before you go.
Okay.
We're now talking about the digital era.
Mm-hmm.
So that same art is now not necessarily private because it's the digital era where it is.
When you display it on the side of a SEPTA bus, that's public. Period.
Question for you. Question though, Fresh. Question. Let me just
displaying it on the side of a public SEPTA bus and putting it on your album cover. Two different.
Okay. So did we just? Okay. So be mad. So wait. Let me just pose this counter question. Be mad. Did we just not have a conversation about our kids literally not being outside and blah blah? So what are they doing if they're not outside? They are exposed to what? This is the digital era, right? Mm-hmm. So that album cover is. They may not ever see a city bus, right? I know my kids may not see a city bus. So they don't need to see that city bus to see that album cover, right? So is it the fact that
that's true, but
perhaps,
but I think that the majority of kids have seen a city bus for the most part.
Majority of city kids, right?
My kids are not city kids, and my kids have seen city buses. So
Okay.
Yo, but
I think that's you know what I mean.
But when have you ever seen naked?
Do they need to see that bus? So hold on, Fred. Do they need to see that bus to see Meek Mill's album cover? I have high school age kids, and I'm pretty sure my kids saw that image without seeing a city bus.
Here's the thing: you keep.
Okay, go.
The internet is not public, so to speak. You feel what I'm saying? Yes, the internet is public, but you're watching it in your private home.
Okay.
It didn't ride past your house. That's what I'm saying. And none of us can remember a time where public transportation buses, or public any buses, or public any kind of transportation vehicles had any naked imagery on them, regardless of any color. Can anybody tell me that?
But you don't think that the city approved it though?
I'm pretty sure.
That bus, so
Yeah, of course they
If you
approved
pay
it.
enough money, you don't prove a lot of stuff. But what I'm saying is,
this is okay.
have we ever seen this type of imagery displayed publicly? Have you?
I haven't.
So you haven't.
No.
Gotcha. And this is what I'm saying. So why is now different?
So
Why is now different?
You just raise your hand?
yeah, I mean,
Oh shit.
so what about
Come just a
Hold on. To reduce the confusion, come on in, brother. Come on in, bro.
Come on, good brother.
Come on in, bro. Come on in,
Oh,
bro.
this nigga raised his hand like he in class.
Nah, because you know we got a controlled environment here, so
Hand, that's it's weird. And he put his hoodie around his waist.
you speak.
So I got a question. What about your kids walking down the street and seeing imagery on the side of a building, somebody spray painted?
As far as what you mean, as far as somebody from just the general public spray painting something,
From
or somebody commissioned to
Somebody, either one, either if it's commissioned or
Well,
somebody
it-
just spray painted. But what I'm saying is, what's the difference between your kid walking down the street and looking at the side of a building, and the side of a building, whether the artist was commissioned or non-commissioned, is it's pictures and imagery of whatever the case may be, something that you may find offensive or you may find not to your liking.
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this. I can honestly say there's very few and far between artwork or graffiti that I've found on the side of a building that's been offensive. Honestly, I just honestly I can't even remember. And I'm from the hip hop era of graffiti, and I just don't remember anything where it was like, oh wow, damn, that's crazy. I can't remember that. So I see where you're going. You know what I mean? But I can't necessarily remember anything, maybe curse words.
This, and that's what I'm saying. I'm like, everybody seems to think, oh yeah, I've seen this all the time. I haven't. For some reason, we live in the same area, and I ain't seen the same shit that y'all seen. All these naked women and all these dicks out. I haven't seen it.
Wait, what?
I haven't seen it. All these naked, but I haven't seen. But it's okay. I'm
Wait,
like,
naked women and what?
we're not gonna go there. But what I'm saying is, if people really think to how many times you've really seen public nudity, it ain't that many times. For some reason, people seem to think, oh yeah, I see it all the time. Where the fuck do you live at?
What about when Crazy Joyce used to pull her titties out in the hood?
Man, that's mental health, man. Mental health is real, man. Mental health is real, man. And yes, I do remember that. Like, wow. I do remember that.
Woo, so Crazy Joyce, man.
But she still didn't have.
Oh shit. Shit.
But her
Oh
breast.
shit. Oh, we got kids. Oh, we got kids in the building.
But her breast wasn't still on the side of a dart bus, and that's what I'm saying. I'm like, a lot of people seem to think that we see these images displayed publicly all the time, and I'm like, no, because I'm a person like they should be. I'm with it, but they're not. So I'll keep track of that kind of stuff.
You with the shits?
I wish I had more thumbs down so I could give them titties.
I feel like beauty. I think what you find offensive is in your eyes. I just watched a commercial for medication.
Oh shit! What the fuck?
Of two dudes kissing.
Now
I might find that offensive, and my kid, it ain't on.
Did you find it offensive though?
It's not on. It's not on no HBO type of channel or.
Did you find that offensive?
I didn't necessarily find it offensive because I'm of the now. I'm of,
okay. So what are you talking
So you're
about?
pro LGBTQ plus.
Here's the thing. I feel like what you do is what you do.
Well, you tied your hoodie around your waist.
I have my own beliefs.
I think they would call me homophobic for saying that. They would say that I'm homophobic for that joke. I thought that was hilarious.
You know what they would say? If you don't like LGBTQ, just say that.
Yeah, right there. Yeah, right. Exactly.
Please continue, sir. Please
I thought that was funny.
We've had this conversation in my own household as far as LGBTQ.
So they showed you how to tie your hoodie around your waist.
Yep.
Because that was like real fast and professional. It took you a minute to get that undone.
That shit was weird.
I'm just fucking with my brother, man. I love the brother, man. Love my brother, man.
But I've always had the belief. Look, I have my own beliefs. I'm Catholic, so I was brought up Catholic. So I have my own set of beliefs and everything. Now I was posed the question in my own household: what would you do if your son came home and said X, Y, Z?
Mm-hmm. No. What the fuck is X, Y, Z?
If your son came home and said
he was
I
gay.
like boys.
I like
boys.
Yeah.
Say that part, man. Damn.
Okay.
Now, I wouldn't necessarily agree with it. Well, I'm gonna say 100%. I wouldn't agree with it.
Okay.
It's not what I would do,
Okay.
and it's not what I want my sons to do. However,
Comma butt. Right.
you love who you love, and I love my son. I love all my children. So I'm gonna love you regardless.
Period. Boom. Period, man. Period.
That's why I love this guy, man. Because that was real shit. Because
man.
I agree 100%. I don't, by no means do I want my son, daughter to like the same sex or be part of the LGBTQ plus community. With that being said, I would love them just the same.
Well, let's keep it.
I would love them just the same.
I don't want my son to be a Cowboy fan. If we're gonna make it regular, we're just gonna make it regular. It's just if we're gonna make it some regular shit, because that's what it is. Sexual preference, team preference is regular.
I'm glad you said that.
It's regular though. They want it to be regular. Let's make it regular.
Because you know what? I'm gonna keep it a beam with you. If my son was an Eagles fan, I might beat him up. I'm keeping it real. If my son, as much cowboy shit is around the house, as much as I talk about Cowboys, as much as I yell when the Cowboys is playing, if my son or daughter was an Eagles fan, I might beat him up. Period. I'm gonna keep it a beam with you.
When my son was younger, and he said something like, "Oh, you like the Cowboys, don't you?" My son said, "Yeah." I said, "Go to bed. Go to fucking bed right now."
People say football is life and death.
What you say? I get what? No,
I say it's much more serious than that.
Oh shit!
Damn.
Shout out
Okay.
Vince Lombardi. That was his quote, not mine.
Okay, cool. No problem.
Word.
No
Word.
problem.
Word. If you like the Eagles, that's who you can't live with. You can't live with me. You can't live with me.
Man,
See, LGBT, he don't mind if his son's gay. You just can't like the Eagles.
I don't give a shit about LGBTQ shit.
That was funny though, right? I thought that was funny. That's funny though, right?
Yo, and guess what? Guess what? They think I'm playing. I'm dead ass serious. Y'all know me. I'm dead the fuck serious.
why you that serious over a football game, though?
Man, you know how I play, man.
No, I'm just saying, why you that serious over
You
a
know
football
how I play,
game?
man.
Okay.
You can't like the Eagles in my crib. You can't like the Eagles in my
No
crib.
problem, bro.
Now where I live at 1 Leicester Court. You can't like
Whoa!
Wait, what happened?
Whoa!
What happened?
Oh man, this guy's
At 8 Andover Court. You can't like the Eagles in my crib.
giving out fake addresses and everything, bro.
Don't go there, man. They gonna have.
Hold on. I want to give a shout out to my brother, man. Lil bro, because you want to check in. Lil bro, JT. I love you. But I lost like this much. Look at this much of respect for you. This much.
Look up there.
This much. Because your wife is an Eagles fan. And I remember, I ain't forget the time you brought my goddamn nephew to the barbershop with an Eagles jacket on, bro. I ain't forgot that shit. You a Giants fan,
Man,
bro.
why you bringing up
Nah,
old-
man.
why you bringing up old
I ain't
shit?
forgot that shit. I'm gonna post a picture, bro.
Why you bringing up
I ain't
old
forgot
shit,
that shit, man.
Why you bringing up old
Fuck,
shit,
man.
man? You know,
Moving on, man.
In the words, listen, ho.
Okay, go ahead, sir.
In the words of Marv Move Swinging, if your son don't like your team, he don't respect you.
Listen, if you listen, you knew she bought that young man an Eagles jacket, but you was probably at the store when they brought it, man. You watched her put it on,
You supposed to veto that.
and you brought him to the barbershop knowing I was there, bro. But you know what?
Either you wear your team or nothing. Or nothing. Either you wear your team or nothing. That's the bottom line. Football rules.
I don't have a team.
Football rules.
Team.
Yes, he
But I
does,
was
folks. Let
very,
the record
I was
reflect.
very perplexed.
He's an Eagles fan, folks.
my
Let the
son-
record reflect. I'm not trying to hear that shit.
Whatever, man.
He can talk that shit to you
But
new
I-
friends. I've known this motherfucker since '82. I'm not trying to hear that shit. This is an Eagles fan. I'm just giving y'all the disclosure. So when he says this is to the general public. This is not to the people at this table.
I was at the barbershop when he denounced
Let the
the
record
pigeons.
reflect.
I got it on wax.
It's on wax.
He denounced the pigeons. I got it on.
I
This was
don't
before they wanted
give
stupid.
a
Yeah.
fuck.
So
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
He can and period and talk all the. I don't give a fuck. You have a sentence to do. You have 10 more years, and I don't give a. I'm not trying. Listen. I'm great. Listen. I'm great. Run this down the line. Anybody I know since the '80s, and I'm gonna run down the line. And motherfuckers gonna be shocked that I know this, but I know this. Hindu, you are a Cowboys fans. Bagley, you are a Cowboys fans. Okay. All them 10 from Broadway niggas, y'all is Niner fans. Doc, you is a Cowboy fan. Muss, you is a Eagle fan. I know all you niggas teams. So, you are a Niners fan. Dick Robb, you are a Cowboys fan. Briscoe, you are a Steelers fan. I know all you niggas. So, with that being said, you are an Eagles fan. You have a period. So this nigga may say he's not an Eagles fan. He denounced him on camera. B-Mac got it on wax. Oh, that's all cute. I'm not trying to hear that shit because you went through years of rooting for them niggas, and I'm not letting you off the hook because you jumped ship. Not gonna happen. It is what it is.
Wait, he can't get off the hook though.
You can, no time soon, no. No.
In your book.
It's him, but
So we're
that, like I said,
don't
time
honor
out.
that book. So that
You don't honor that book.
Wait, when can he get off the
Who do you hang around?
When can he get off
Case closed. You hang around. Now until you get some new hangout partners, you punks.
You gotta get new friends.
You gotta get new friends.
No, because my other brother was right there when and he got it on wax.
I accept your resignation,
exactly.
bro.
And I've been consistent I've been consistent with my story ever since.
He accepted his resignation.
She lost.
He accepted his resignation, but that don't mean you have. That does not. That does not mean you are exempt. That does not mean you are exempt from their foils. I'm sorry.
So hold on, good brother, man.
Moving on.
Nah, I ain't.
Moving on. Moving on.
How the hell you don't see me running around here talking about? Yeah, man.
Not to. You just saw not to. You just saw not to. You better not.
Nah, but
you better not.
No, the good brother said. Nah, the good brother.
Hey, man, get your goddamn hand off me, man.
Hand off me, bro.
Nah, the good brother said.
Off me, man.
You can only be a fan for the bullshit. I can't even.
No.
He just said no. He said no. He said no. You're here for the foils. I said. That's what you said. They're foils.
You gonna let me finish?
So here's what I respect about my man resigning from the evil fanativity.
The fanativity.
What I respect is
you just made that up, man. Yo, Google that, Dev. Fanativity.
SAT word, man. That's an SAT word, man.
They're not smart enough for that word,
right,
bro.
Man.
Listen, it's not even Google. Ain't even it ain't in Google. They ain't figured out yet.
Right, Google ain't on that yet.
But listen, what I respect is he denounced them before they won the Stupid Bowl, right? And since they won the Stupid Bowl, he ain't jumped back on it. He ain't jumped back on there, you know what I mean? So he's real, bro. He said, "Fuck them, yo." I'm just saying, man. He said,
right.
Time out.
That's cute.
Ho. The word is in. Aunt Amy said he is an Eagles fan. I'm going to go with Aunt Amy. Forget what I got on wax. Aunt Amy, I love you. I respect you. I'm going to go with what you say. He's an Eagles fan, Aunt Amy.
You don't know my Aunt Amy?
Hey, I don't care, bro.
All good.
Aunt Amy, we go with what you said. You right. He's an Eagles fan, Aunt Amy. Love you, Aunt Amy. He's an Eagles fan.
No problem. The funny thing is, she's just like Phil. She's like, I don't care if you denounced them, renounced them, whatever you did. I know you're an Eagles fan, and you're an Eagles fan. I'm like, what are you talking about, Aunt Amy? Bro, when the last time I said anything glowing about the Eagles?
Bro, we gotta go with Aunt Amy, bro. I'm sorry, I love you, man.
I fuck with the Eagles. Cause I don't.
Bro, it's an authority thing, bro.
Ain't no thing. She's embarrassed. Ain't nobody listening to that.
I don't care. That's Aunt Amy, though. We gotta go with Aunt Amy, bro.
She don't know. She don't know.
That shit still rubs them the wrong way.
I don't care.
I love this shit.
Aunt Amy, bro.
That shit still rubs. This and this.
Aunt Amy, I love you.
This is why I'm fucking with him. This is why I'm fucking with him.
The funny thing was, she hit me up. She said, "You're an Eagles fan." I was like, "Aunt Amy, what are you talking about? What are you talking about?"
Hey, man.
What are you talking about?
Aunt Amy.
She was like, "Yeah, that's who you used to like. That's what. I don't care what you say.
Aunt Amy.
Whoever you used to like is who you still like. You can't stop liking them for nothing." I'm like, "Yo,
Aunt Amy, I respect your authority. We going with Aunt Amy.
You know what? Hold on. Let me put my shades on.
Put your lokes on, bro.
Put my lokes on.
That ain't gonna change what I say. I respect Aunt Amy. She said you're Eagles fan. That's what it is.
And here's the thing, and I want to tell y'all this, and I've been saying this ever since anybody, like, this is the reasons why I'm not an Eagles fan. The straw that broke the camel's back is the whole Chip Kelly experience.
Where my violin at, man?
No. Listen. Talk about the whole Chip Kelly experience. Like, yo, I'm not with that. That's some bullshit. But the whole reason why I said the Eagles ain't my team, it don't really have anything to do with Chip Kelly. It has something to do with Jeffrey Lurie and Harry Roseman.
So we talking ownership?
No, let me explain.
We talking ownership?
Let me explain to you.
Is that what it sounds like?
Okay, right. Because they actually employed the gentleman that I hate the most. And
wait, go again.
They continue, right, and they continue to employ the gentleman that I hated the most ever in Eagles history, and that was Riley Cooper. And I'm going to reflect on what Riley Cooper said, and I'm like, yo, I could never be okay with that shit. Riley Cooper was at a Kenny Chesney concert in Lincoln Financial Field, and they got him on tape. He
said, I'm going to beat all you niggas.
I would, quote unquote, I would jump the fence and fight all you niggas.
Niggers.
I can't promote that. I can't co-sign that. I won't do it. I can't do it.
Wait, he got cut though, right?
No!
Oh,
no, he didn't! No, he didn't get cut. So, oh Lord, he didn't. No, he didn't. They traded away Deshaun Jackson.
D Jack,
They traded away Shady McCoy.
Shady.
They didn't want to sign back Jeremy Macklin. All of them are better.
Well,
All of them are okay, and all of them are better wide receivers. And all of them are better wide. He's got more receivers in 1 year than Riley Cooper's whole career. Anyway,
let the record reflect that.
With that being said, when they chose to employ the gentleman that said, "I'll jump the fence and fight all you niggas,"
wait,
I couldn't promote
ain't nobody
that
beat
at
him
all.
up.
I couldn't promote that.
Okay. Amy said, "Okay, nephew, I agree with you there." So we agree with that part. But Amy, I'm gonna ride with you. He's still an Eagles fan.
This is why I don't.
Moving on.
This is why I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna end it with this.
Amy, moving on.
Hold on.
Gamble. I don't give
This
a
is
fuck
why.
about the Eagles.
This is why I don't give a fuck.
Trust me, I gamble.
This is why I don't
Get some all the fucking time.
This
I don't give a
why.
fuck about the Eagles. Like I don't give a fuck about the Chiefs, the Patriots, Washington football. I don't give a fuck.
This is
I
why.
might like you 1 week and like you and hate you the next. It all depends on what my cards say. True. Depends on what my cards say. Proceed.
This is why I don't give a fuck about what none of that nigga saying. Because when this camera go off, this my nigga of shit 170 years.
And what he won't
Just
say
like
is, I won't say shit about the Eagles. Proceed.
Yes, he will. Yes, he will. Yes, he will. He slips up. He slips up. I just don't give him the business about it. This motherfucker to my left has a 100% racist owner who, when shit hit the fan, that nigga told his players, "You better not take your asses out there and kneel." Okay. Now, with
That's
that,
him. That's him. That's him. I wouldn't be a Dallas Cowboy fan after that shit, but that's him.
if
That's
he,
him. You know what I'm saying? That's him.
do you think I would let this nigga off the hook from being a?
I would let him go. I don't care what you would do.
Of course you would. Because you want misery loves company. You want someone to empathize with you. With that being said, you are
having to think about the idea of having a roof.
You are going, nigga. Listen, like I said, and mind you, hold on.
I don't like
Hold on, fam. Hold on, people. Hold on, people. I'm a prep, and I said this. I prefaced this by saying, as long as you're around me, you're gonna feel it until a certain period of time where, okay, it's cool. You're gonna feel because you
feel it, bro. So that's on you wasting your breath.
Oh shit.
Proceed.
You just argue. That nigga felt the need to argue for 30 minutes while he wasn't a fan.
He was fan.
That nigga, did he not argue 20 minutes?
Amy said,
Did that nigga just argue 20 minutes about why you're not a fan?
Good, bro.
To dispute my point?
Hello. My name
If he didn't care,
time out.
what's on the docket next, bro?
I don't know if y'all know me or not. My name is Fresh. I argue all the fucking time. I argue all the fucking time. They tell me, "Hey, Fresh, stop arguing." You don't know me by now. I argue all the fucking time. Proceed.
Keep telling them why you don't care.
I've been telling people why I don't care. I said, man, I lost.
Like I said, you tell them why you don't care.
No. Okay, why I will say they may not know. I started losing a little bit of love for him when they ain't want to pay Reggie White. I lost even more love for him when I heard for what? Ricky Waters. I was like, God damn, we employing this motherfucker. I lost even more love for him.
He's still going, folks.
Yeah.
He's trying to convince y'all. He's trying to tell.
Conversation after this because it'll be on wax for the millions of people out there. I'm like, yo, when they didn't give T.O. the money, I'm like, damn, I really don't fuck. I'm like, damn, I fuck the Eagles, but y'all should have gave him the money. And then when it jumped up to the Chip Kelly and Riley Cooper situation, I was like, you know what? I don't have to keep forcing myself to like somebody I don't fucking like. Period. So here for Uncle for what he say, he gonna say what he say. I've explained it. I don't really care about explaining it. But like he say, you keep talking about it. I don't really have to talk about it.
You just did, though.
And I won't talk about it anymore.
We'll see. We'll see. What's next on the docket, bro? What's next on the docket, bro?
Give me a sound effect or something.
Hey, man, man. Let's go, man.
I
I want to say this to you.
What the fuck?
I want to say this to the people out there. I want to say this though.
He's still going though. He doesn't care though. He doesn't really care.
I'm talking about Cleveland Browns. If you've been a Cleveland
talking about
Browns
yourself.
fan since the last time Ernest Biner or Kevin Mack had fumbled, and you still was a Cleveland Brown fan until last year, I'm like, why you sign up for that shit?
What he said.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Why you sign up for that shit? Like, why are you? You don't have to. Y'all keep. I don't take fandom like that. I'm like, all right, cool, no problem. I'm like, oh, that's my team.
He is still going.
I can remember when other people had
He's still going.
and all that kind of stuff. I don't bring that up. I don't bring up Jerry Rice. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
He's still going, folks. He's still going.
I don't give a fuck about that shit. Y'all do. Bruh, if y'all don't know me by now, I can talk all night about shit I don't like. So, them laughing and all this kind of shit means nothing. It means nothing to me. They know it don't mean nothing. They know it don't mean nothing. But what you can say is, yeah, that nigga still like the Eagles. Nope. Nope. And I'll talk all night about how
Can I get a bomb?
like them.
Can I get a bomb?
Yeah. Yeah, you want to bring up old shit. You ain't always been a Cowboy fan. Hello, how
That's
are
a
you?
lie. Always been a Cowboys fan. I've been a Cowboys/Niners fan.
Oh, okay.
But I've
Right.
I said, Mike, okay, he cleaned it up. He cleaned it up.
Cowboys/Niners.
Cleaned it up.
But I've never not been a Cowboys fan. Don't get it
Where we
twisted.
doing that at, Joe?
Don't get it twisted. Don't let him change the narrative.
Yeah, let me jump out there and grab some front runners.
Yeah, I'm talking about.
I don't know who 25 years down the line, so let me just grab onto.
I mean, let the record reflect. Let the
bomb real quick though. Two words. Ben Simmons. Speak on it.
Hey, Sixers, man, pull the trigger. Y'all tripping. Y'all bugging. It is opening night and y'all haven't traded this dude. Man, y'all bugging. Dude does not want to be here. Period. Unlike Fresh, he is quiet about his not wanting to be here.
Oh shit.
He is defiant and not wanting. He ain't screaming to the rooftops about not wanting. He just simply, I want you to do this defensive drill. Nah, I'm good. You should go home. Psst. Garçon, grab my bag. I'm out of here. That's not that is literally the definition of I don't want to be here. I'm out.
There's a method to their madness, Joe. With that.
Sure is.
We not gonna do this tonight. Nah. We're not gonna do this.
I would have said, man, how you feel a week later about Keep It Ben? How you feel?
I definitely changed my stance on that.
Hello, how are ya?
Oh shit.
Hello, how are ya? Right, he's like, I'm like, all right, cool. And truth be told, the good brother Dev, he was like, no, I feel like this summer would be different. I said, you know what, all the arguing I did, I said, you know what, that's fair to say. I don't believe it, but that's fair to say if that's what you thought. And he was wrong in his thinking, but that's what he thought. I said, that's fair to think. Because I was all like, why do you think that? Like, okay, cool, no problem. When it came to fruition in a different way, and he's like, yeah, I feel something different. I'm like, oh, that's how I felt last fucking
I don't
week.
feel like I was wrong in my thinking, in so much that I don't think now. I don't feel like he still needs to see a psychologist to help with his mental block. But I don't think he's ever going to do it. That's where I changed in my thinking. I don't think it's ever going to happen, whether it's in Philly or somewhere else, because for some reason Ben feels like he's already at the top. He feels like he's already there, and he don't need to do nothing else.
And that's what I was saying. I'm like, he didn't just start hearing this stuff from everybody just this summer. He's been giving everybody his ass to kiss for 3 summers. So I was like, okay, so if you on a team and you know they gave you the same instructions that they gave Ben, yo, go out and get better, and then you come back, you see this motherfucker giving him the ass to kiss. I was like, how the fuck you feel?
Here's what changed.
You're like, nah, well, I give him this summer be different.
Here's
All right.
what ultimately changed my mind. When Embiid said what he said, he said, you know what? I don't care about this nigga. He said, it is what it is, man. It ain't my job to babysit him. I got to worry about who's here and be a leader for who's here.
Which it never was.
When he said that, I said, okay.
It never.
Okay. But here's the thing. Everybody's saying the Sixers should have traded him already just to get rid of the, the noise and all that. But if you're a championship contender, why trade him for spare parts? That's not getting you no place to a chip.
Hold on.
Here's the thing. But here's the thing, though.
Can I interject?
Hold on. Go ahead.
Can I interject?
What was the thing? Oh, because I was with you, bro.
Okay, no, go ahead, because I want to hone in on the thing you said about championship contender.
Here's the thing. December 15th, around then or after then is when they're going to trade him. Because right now, there's over about 35-40% of players that can't be traded right now. So why am I going to trade him just to get him out the building right now and take less of a return? I know we might not get Dame or Bradley Beal or somebody like that, but I'm not taking your trash.
Yeah, I want Colin Sexton.
You know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying? No disrespect, but that ain't enough.
So I'm waiting. So it's on Ben. So Ben, if you want to act like a child, go ahead home, dog. Got 360 stacks. Oh, that's going to escrow. Don't worry about it. You don't want to play? That's cool. Oh, and on top of that, you don't want to do what you want to practice? You getting fined for that too, brother.
Let me ask you a question. So both of y'all, because y'all seem to be of the same accord of, I'm just not going to get trash back. Mm-hmm. So you just okay with him not playing and give you bullshit effort and being literally trash? You okay with that? Because I'm not. Because you're not. Let's keep it. Send him home to do what?
Chill.
Okay. So that's essentially losing an all-pro, an all-star performer almost. Right? No. Let me finish, bro. Let me finish. Because I want to go somewhere with this. Y'all keep saying, oh man, I don't want your trash and I want equal value, this, that, and the other, right? But y'all perfectly content with him sitting home. So that's an all-pro performer, right? Mm-hmm. Sitting home, not doing nothing.
Now,
am I right?
The thing, we're not good with him just sitting home.
Right.
We're not. We're like, if you come in and show the requisite effort, you can stay. You can stay.
But here's the difference.
He didn't show the requisite effort.
Is he going to show the requisite effort?
He's probably not. But here's the difference, though.
But he has to.
But here's the thing.
How? No, he doesn't. He does not.
And that's why I want to stop you. You keep saying he ain't got to keep putting forth the requisite effort. Okay, so you saying everybody else on the Sixers ain't got to put forth the requisite effort. No. Right. No. You said, well, he don't have to put forth requisite effort. Hold on, bro. You are at practice.
You've never seen a guy go through the motions fresh? Come on, man. Like, come on now.
Hold on. You just said that. Man, I'm like, well, hold on. If you're going to show up, you have to be professional. Because then we can use your all-pro defense and all that. Am I right? But you're not even being professional enough. And not to Doc Rivers, any of that. No.
So how useful is he right now? How useful is he right now?
He's not
useful right now.
But here's the thing. If he comes in and acts bullshit, the motherfuckers on the team. That's the thing. The motherfuckers on the team start like, man, I don't feel good because this bum-ass motherfuckers around. That's a real thing. They actually brought that up. We got to send him home because I got to respect the guys.
Send him home. So
I got to respect the guys that are here.
Okay, so let's
They're going to 100%.
Hold on. Let's debate it because you're saying send him home. How long? To do what? Until what?
Until he get his mind right. And if he don't get his mind right,
then what?
He'll be home.
How smart does? What does that sound like?
I get it.
That sounds crazy.
You saying it like it's the Sixers sending him home because he's doing all the right shit.
No, here's the thing.
He's doing all the wrong stuff.
Here's the thing, though. If you gotta think about
and if you work with him, you be like, man, I feel bad. My morale is bad.
Here's the thing. Sometimes, and I know it's crazy to say this with a 3-time All-Star, runner-up Defensive Player of the Year, all that. Sometimes it's addition by subtraction.
Hello.
In this instance, the chemistry is so much better.
Without him.
Without him. Not that the team.
So let me ask a question.
Not that the team is overall better.
Hold on. So let me ask a question. Because for some reason you seem to think that holding on to this guy and sending him home and punishing him is somehow making your team better.
No, I don't
understand that.
I never said that at all. I never said that it's making the team better, but at the same time.
You keep saying sending him home makes us better. He's sending himself home.
I'm not saying
fresh. Listen. I don't care who's sending him home. He's home. That's my point.
Right?
He's home. He's not helping you.
But him being there might make other people play worse. What are you talking about?
How is he helping you home?
I
He ain't helping us there.
I
So
don't
what are you
agree with
talking
that.
about?
Here's the thing. I don't agree with that.
So you just hold on to him just to hold on to him?
Listen,
Until you get what you feel like you want
I
back
don't
from
agree
him.
with that. I will say 100% the team is not as good if Ben is not playing. That's true. But at the same time, I'm also not going to take just whatever just to get him out the way. If we got to lose a few games in the beginning or whatever the case may be, then hey, man, that's how.
You're holding on to a toxic relationship, bro. This broad is cheating on you, and you just like, all right, well, I don't want nobody else to have her.
Nah, here's the thing.
It's the dumbest shit in the world.
No, that's what you keep saying.
No, hold on, Dave, hold on. So you mean to tell me the Sixers are better holding on to Ben Simmons sitting on the sidelines or home and not getting some sort of compensation for him than just letting him play, and having him come and go through the motions?
That's not what I'm saying at all.
You can't be saying that.
Not what I'm saying.
Hold on, man. You mean to tell me that because you feel like, oh, well, we're not going to get adequate return, I feel comfortable with sitting him home and just letting him sit home for nothing and not getting any return? He doesn't want to be there. He's going to go through the motions. He doesn't want to be there. So you just hold on to him,
James Harden.
Until we get the right trade for him.
Nah, but here's the thing, and this is what I'm saying. I'm not saying that at all. I'm not saying just hold on to him just to be holding on to him. Again, I feel like there's a method to their madness. The GM is saying, look, I ain't no rookie, man. I've been around the block a few times. I already know we're not going to get equal value for Ben.
You never get equal value trading a superstar. That's the bottom line.
That's why he's asking for the move. But he's also saying, I'm going to hold on to this dude until the middle of December when all these other players become eligible. Because if I'm not going to get equal value, you're going to give up 2 or 3 players that we think can make us better in the long run. Now, here's the thing.
No, let's distinguish. Let's distinguish, though. Let's distinguish. Do you want to hold on to Ben until he conforms?
He's not. I don't know, because in my book, and I don't have no affiliation. You know, I'm not part of the Sixers, whatever. In my book, he's already checked out.
Right.
He's never gonna conform.
Okay, so my point is, how the fuck is he helping you not contributing to your team? Because right now, punishing him it means nothing.
But have you ever heard, and this is what Doc Rivers was alluding to, one bad apple spoils the bunch. If you have a guy there that doesn't want to be there, you got 17 guys that are chipping in. The guys that are there start feeling some type of way. That's what he said. I ain't said, even though I know it. That's what he said. He like, yo.
We're not talking about the same thing, Fresh.
But that's why they say it's better for the Sixers.
Right.
And I agree with them.
Hold on.
That's why they say it's better. Like, look, send him home.
Send him home to do what?
To do whatever. I don't know, but they was like, no, send him home because him being here is actually worse
Here's the problem.
than him not being here. Even though we're working him at back.
Here's the
if
problem.
he does what he needs, the requisite shit that he needs to just practice.
Here's the problem, and I've said this all along. The problem, Ben is Ben, and he's not where he at. The problem is Rich Paul. That's the problem, because let me tell you something. Rich Paul is telling him to take a page out of James Harden, Anthony Davis playbook. But here's the thing: you're not on their level, bro. You're not on 8B or James Harden level. So look, James Harden, yeah, he came in out of shape. Fucking, I'm a half ass or whatever.
I don't even know if he was out of shape. That nigga might have been wearing a fast suit every.
What he do? He still put up numbers.
But then let me ask a question. Let me state this. Do you really think you ever gonna get equal value for a quote unquote superstar?
You not.
So okay.
You might.
You not. And
in this special unique.
Are you saying that just to hold on to your argument, man? Because that's what it sounds like, man.
No, because let the record reflect. Let the record reflect. People have been floating Kyrie Irving. I would say Kyrie Irving is better than Ben Simmons.
Way better.
Nah.
Way better.
Right. And he's been floated in trade. Let me go to another player. Damian Lillard has been tied at the hip.
Okay, but listen.
But
You're not getting Dame or Bradley Beal.
We don't know that.
Nobody said Bradley Beal. He said Kyrie Irving.
I want to make sure we talking about the same thing here, man. Let's talk about the same thing because we jumping around. That's
what I'm saying. You said, do you think you? I said possibly.
It's way better than him.
And I said possibly because those dudes have already been.
Listen, here's the thing. Kyrie to me right now is not equal value because Kyrie already said, yo, you trade me, I might go in and retire. and he's not vaccinated. And on top of that,
Shit sounds like what you got now. Cause
Kyrie's not better than
and
Ben
on top,
Simmons.
Cause sounds like what you got. Cause Ben ain't playing either. Shit.
Here's the difference. If you trade for Kyrie, then Kyrie come like, yo, I ain't playing. I'm gonna retire.
Sounds like what Ben is telling you right now.
Or,
Ben's telling you right now. You just don't want to listen.
but the difference is,
You don't want to listen to him.
okay. But the difference is,
He just told the coach, I ain't doing what you say.
right? I get that.
That's insubordination.
I get that.
That's
But what I'm saying is-
insubordination.
What I'm saying is, but the difference.
Say that.
Listen.
Say
if
that
you talk
part.
about-
That's
if you-
insubordination.
here's-
You say that to say what? Hold there. You say that to say what? That's insubordination
And you said, okay, well, he's supposed to be insubordinate. No, he's not. And I would say, even though they got away with it, Anthony Davis was being insubordinate. James Harden was being insubordinate.
traded.
But
But
James Harden-
they were being insubordinate.
James
That's
Harden-
what I'm saying.
James Harden was-
Not like this.
James
I'm not
Harden was
listening
fine.
to you.
Not like this.
But what
James
the
Harden
main
was
thing they
fine.
are is insubordinate to the people who actually pay them.
So
Bosses.
they both were traded.
Number one, they're wrong for being insubordinate.
Right.
They're wrong that part. So say that part. You're wrong. Even though, okay, they got what they wanted in the end, you're wrong for being insubordinate.
Right. Because he's telling you I don't want to be here.
Now-
So he's doing everything he can to get out of
To
there.
this point. Now let me get to this point. Hold on, brother. You just signed an extension just one season before.
Man, it's the NBA. It's the NBA, man.
Now here's the
Dudes sign contracts and get the hell out of there all the time,
No,
Fudge.
they just started doing this. So
Man.
you say all the time, Jimmy Butler started this. Jimmy Butler with us. Jimmy Butler. So this doesn't happen all the time. This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying.
The NBA is about to step in.
So you want to keep him? You want to keep him?
I want to keep him until we can get. Well, if he can come back and play, that would be. If he can be subordinate,
You want him
that
to come
would
back
be
and
the thing.
play? You want him to come back and play for y'all?
I don't want him to come back at all.
No.
If he come back
Okay.
and play,
Let's move
he
on.
can play.
Let's move on. We had a fabulous NFL weekend that just passed. Some extremely exciting games, some blowout games. How we feel about the NBA and the NFL weekend, man?
I'm sorry. Yo, go ahead, start, bro. Go ahead, bro.
Pin.
Give me a bomb. Give me a bomb.
They their team played an exciting. Their team played pretty tough. I mean, their team.
Listen, I'm an Eagles fan for life.
Y'all Eagles fans, talk about it.
I'm an Eagles fan for life.
Wait, y'all.
So
Wait.
I don't give a fuck about that.
I'm gonna say this. I'm an Eagles fan for life. Yeah, we got beat, and I'm not one of them people like to take in moral victories and that kind of thing. But I knew from the beginning of the year, all real Eagles fans knew from the beginning of the year, it's a transition period. It's a rebuilding year. You know what I'm saying? Do I know if Jalen Hurts the man? I don't know. There's some things I really like about him. And I also want to give him the benefit of the doubt because he only, started 10 games?
He's a backup.
So he's essentially a rookie.
He's a backup.
His numbers compare favorably to Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, who are now superstars.
Oh,
If you look at their numbers in the
Record
first,
scratch.
if you look at their numbers,
Except the wins and loss column.
if you look at their numbers
What?
from
Yo, that man is throwing this man's hoodie on the ground in disgust, man.
if you look at
Yo,
their
man, what is wrong with
numbers
this
from
dude,
their
man?
seasons, their numbers are favorable. And
Okay.
I'm not saying I'm in no way, shape, or
Except the
form.
wins and losses.
I'm in no way, shape, or form saying
Okay, so
at all
Dev,
that he's going to turn into Lamar Jackson.
this wasn't about how do you feel. This was how did your team do, and that's it. Let's move on. Let's move on. How did the team do, and let's move on. Let's go out. Let's go with some studs and duds. God damn it. Couple studs, man, that I have for the week. Definitely a stud, man. Derrick Henry, monstrous performance, man. Dude looks like he seems like the creative player we all used to make on fucking video games.
Shout out to A-Rab, the real Tory.
He's-
He lost his fucking voice last night screaming about the Tennessee Titans. Now, I always be questioning people like, how do you become like a Tennessee Titan fan and all that? But he's been a Tennessee Titans fan ever since I've been knowing him, and he's been screaming King Henry.
Let the
Screaming
record
at
reflect.
King Henry.
I picked the Titans as my sleeper AFC Super Bowl participant. I hope they started to make me look okay, but it was starting off shaky. But with that being said, Derrick Henry is definitely a stud for the week. Man, God, creative player mode, man. Dude crazy with it, man. I don't know what to say about dude. Dude is crazy with it, man. Aaron Rodgers, man, another stud, man. Goes up in Chicago, man. I own you, man. I own you. Definitive statement, man. Stud status, man. He's put the team on his back. I own you, and not too much to say about that, man. I own you. I'm just gonna leave it at that. I own you. That's a big statement, man.
I own you.
Any studs for you, bro? This week?
I have a stud, man, and he's my he wasn't my stud last week, but he's always my stud. Kyler fucking Murray, man.
The undefeated.
Yeah,
undefeated.
Arizona Cardinals. He is the MVP right now. If you had Kyler Murray, a lot of people forget he could have went and played baseball. He could have went and played high-level baseball. He actually probably could have been in the playoffs right now. You know what I'm saying? He's a pretty damn good athlete.
Pretty good. Damn.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to undershoot you like that, baby, because I love it. God damn. He is my favorite fucking football player to watch right now. Kyler Murray, whatever they call him, the little skinny, whatever.
Dude, look like he on a different mode when he running.
Fucking Murray is one of my studs.
Give me another stud.
Another stud. You know what? I want to say this. I want to give a stud to a team. Because last week I trashed them, rightfully so. But I want to give a stud to the Raiders.
Respond to adversity.
I want to give a stud to the Raiders, man.
Big response.
Man, just like in the Ben Simmons situation, man, people don't understand how one person can torpedo your team. That's why John Gruden had to go. Same reason why, hey, Ben Simmons, you got to fucking go. So for them to bounce back like they did, I was like, God damn, you know what I'm saying? Just like the people in there had publicly, man, this and that. Privately, what they said about John Gruden hurt their team when they played last week. This week, there's no John Gruden. We got a clear pass. Guess what? We went out and got a division win on the road against the Broncos.
Big.
So, one of my studs of the week is the Raiders for bouncing back.
You got studs? You got some studs? Give me a couple studs real quick. Give me a couple studs, Dad.
Lamar.
They wanted a thrashing, too.
Lamar coming.
Lamar, man. Lamar is like, to me, like two. Give him two studs. Because he showed everything that they said he couldn't do.
How about that, man? How about that?
He showed it in one game, man. I can't pass from the pocket. I'm going to go down there perfect from the pocket.
How about that?
And that was this week, wasn't it?
It's back-to-back weeks almost.
That's what I'm saying, yo.
It's back-to-back weeks.
He's a fucking stud. All y'all think he couldn't throw from the pocket? Yeah, he showed y'all last week and then did it again this week.
It's back-to-back weeks. I think we can do away with that. And the man got an MVP. We can do away with that narrative.
Yeah,
we can kind of do away with that narrative. That dude's here to stay. Period. It's no question. Man. He's here to stay.
Build around that man.
Yeah, he's here to stay.
Y'all ain't, but he's special enough to build around that.
You got another stud, Dev?
Patrick, man. Patrick, to me, he didn't have Mahomes. Patrick, man. He didn't have his best game. He didn't have his best game in a long time, but in the clutch, the money was on the line. He came through. Without Tyreek.
I can honestly say that I was going to give a dud. I was watching that game. I was going to give a dud to Tyreek Hill. I was like, this is the second week in a row you done had balls go through your fucking hands to the other damn team.
I'm going to give him a dub for the first half because of injuries, but second half, he woke the fuck up.
What?
He woke up. I mean, it was almost, but then again, that goes to my dud, which is like the 5th week running. I mean, this 5th, go. Yes, go.
I hit you with a text. I mean, not even a text. I was like,
I don't know, man.
I said, well, damn. I said, they not even going to give up 30 this week. Boom, over the top.
Nah, I told you. And I guess my expectations have tempered a bit. I mean, I drunk the Kool-Aid last year, and I think that division win was the worst thing that could have ever happened to us. Not only that, but everybody seems to have taken a huge step back, and I mean everybody's taking a big step back, and I'm gonna give the biggest dud of the week to Landon Collins, man. Just if it was a guy, I always hear people say, "Well, you got to play him because you're making a whole bunch of money." That's like saying you gotta wear some ugly ass Balenciagas. You don't. You really don't. You don't. You don't have to. You don't. You can make. Listen, you're going to pay this motherfucker either way. Either you're going to pay him to sit on the bench, or you're going to pay him to miss tackles and cause you to lose games anyway. Pick your. Which one you going to choose? He sucks, man. He's horrible, man. He's horrible, and he's causing other players to play out of position, which is causing the rest of the defense to be terrible. Those dudes, I didn't expect them to fall off a cliff, but they are what they are, man. This is a rebuild, man. It is what it is, man. They are very, very regular guys. I don't give a fuck who they're young guys, and they still got room to grow, man. This is a very regular. Matter of fact, it's not even a regular. What am I talking about? This is the worst defense in the league. Worst defensive in the league. Period. This is the worst defense in the league.
Can I jump in real quick? Just answer.
I don't want you to jump in. I don't want you to jump in. I don't want you to jump in. No, I don't. You asked, so you asked. I said no. You asked, so I said no. Give me another dud, Fresh. Give me another dud.
No, nigga, what the fuck? No.
Give me another dud, Fresh.
Yo, I just want to piggyback on your point, and I'll give you a dud. I was actually watching the game against the Chiefs and your team, and I was like, I think it might be time for Landon Collins to actually just put on a little bit more weight and become a linebacker.
Okay, here's the problem with that. Landon Collins cannot tackle anymore.
Wow.
And mind you, that is a very. You know what? Fuck talking about these dudes. Go ahead, Dad. Go ahead, Dad. You know what? I'm not talking. I'm not wasting time talking because I'm not. Listen. I'm a Washington football team fan. Right now, don't get me wrong. I'm to the day I die. Period. It ain't going nowhere. It is what it is. That's my unit. They stink right now. It is what it is. Am I rooting for them every goddamn week? Yes. Am I gonna let them ruin my Sundays? No. Fuck no. Dev, go.
Okay, I had a question for you as a Washington fan, not about what they did on the field, but about what happened with Sean Taylor's number.
Okay.
Patrick Mahomes' brother Dan.
Okay. Time out. So there's a myriad of issues.
Yeah,
there's a myriad of issues wrong with that whole situation. Number one.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So okay, you know what? I got some notes. Let me run through the myriad of issues that was wrong
with. I was going to
with.
jump to the defense, but you go. That's your team.
Timeout. No, it ain't got nothing to do with my team. If it is what it is. I don't give a fuck. Okay. So here we have, first and foremost, we got the short notice. Literally 3 days notice to cover up some other shit. Number two, you don't have his coach Joe Gibbs there because he couldn't get there because it was on short notice. Number three, you only have literally 8,000 fan giveaways in an 82,000 person stadium. Number four, you have a section roped off for him and you let another motherfucker for some unknown reason dance on the fucking. I don't understand that. That shit makes zero sense to me. I don't understand that. There were so many things wrong with that. I'm happy my guy got his shit retired. I'm not. Of all of the mishaps and all of the mishandling with that, I'm happy that Sean Taylor got his shit retired. And I'm just going, you renamed the stadium. The street leading into the stadium, Sean Taylor Way. And at the time, it happened to be a row of 30-some porta potties down that. Like, come on, man. Like, it.
Done an ill taste.
There we go.
Done an ill taste.
There we go. Moving on. Go.
All right, my good. Number one, Eagles defense. But my one B is Eagles play calling.
Man, you took the words out of my mouth, man.
Listen, man, like I said, I'm an Eagles fan for life. I'm always optimistic, but Nick Sirianni, he's not it, man. He's not the one. He's not it. Gannon, the defensive coordinator, He's not the one, man. He's not the one. It's not it. As much as I hate to say this, as much as I want to like wash my mouth out with soap.
Hey, you grown, man. Spit that shit out.
Listen, Kellen Moore, man.
What about him?
Kellen Moore. I'm not gonna see what team he's affiliated with.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
That's who we should have brought on board.
Well,
He's proving it more and more every week, man.
this is what I'll say about the Eagles defense. Well, the Eagles team, period. I was happen to have, I was like, yo, man, for some reason, it's like they out here calling JV plays. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, that's and the head coach calls the plays. Like, I'm not the smartest man in the world. But what I have seen in football is you gotta actually call run plays if you want people to respect the run.
There's been a lot of, it's weird, man, but it's like an actual trending topic on social media, running the damn ball, which is.
I don't understand. That's what I'm saying. I don't understand. You know what I'm saying? That was a showcase game, so, if you watch football, you gonna watch it. So I'm watching, I'm like, the fuck kind of plays are these people called? And this wasn't the first week I've said it. I was like, they don't look prepared. Offense or defense, they don't look prepared.
How you want to run RPO offense without the run?
This is what I'm like. They don't.
Good question.
They don't have like. There was a game that the Eagles actually ran the ball 3 times with their running backs. I don't care if you just run into the backs of your linemen. You have to run the ball more times than that for the other team to respect you as a running threat. Just like, hey, Ben Simmons, you got the ball in the hand a lot. You need people to respect you. You feel what I'm saying? So when they're calling plays, RPO, and
there's no threat of the run.
Right, you put the decision in the hand of Jalen Hurts, who I think is a backup, but he may show me something different. And when he sees, okay, well maybe it's easy for me to pass, it's up to the coach to say, hey yo, maybe give the ball off a little bit more, or I'm just going to call specific run plays. Like every other 30 some odd teams in the league does.
That seems to be a running theme in Philly of not necessarily running the ball for a long time. It's not just, this is not like a Nick Sirianni thing.
They broke a record 2 weeks ago with their amount, or what I would say, their non-amounts or non-attempts. They broke a record that had been standing since football had been playing professionally. There was only 3 runs by running backs. Dog, that record has been standing since time. And that was when they was running the ball all damn day. So I'm like, okay, something ain't making sense around here. And to me, it seems like the 2 wins they got was really on the players making plays instead of, scheme and being prepared and all that kind of stuff. I'm like, nah. If it wasn't for Darius Slay's 2 interceptions and one by Steven Nelson making a great play, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, y'all wouldn't have won that game just off of football shit. These are players making plays. Not saying you didn't help put them in position, but yeah, every play you draw up is supposed to work. Am I right? Okay, so why all these RPOs you keep drawing up ain't fucking working?
Because there's no threat of the run. But
exactly.
Here's the other thing, since we still talking about the NFL.
In closing.
I wanted to get y'all's perspective on these players of today disrespecting the greats in the game that came before them. There's a situation on Twitter between DK Metcalf,
very interesting, yes,
and Shannon Sharp, where he actually said, "Who are you? Let me see your stats. What's your stats like?" Something to that effect.
Right.
Shannon Sharp, Football Hall of Fame, maybe the greatest tight end ever to play the game. How do y'all feel about that?
I mean, there's no way to feel about that, man. That kid is stupid.
Yeah.
If you don't know, first of all, okay, all right. For that kid to have a father that played prominent professional football at a time when Shannon Sharp was actually great. I mean, it's almost like you got to kind of like, damn, son, you just sound crazy. I can't even really get mad at him because it just screams of just ignorance, man. Like I can't get mad at him because he doesn't know. I'm mad at his father.
You made his old weed. I ain't made your man.
Yeah, I'm kind of mad at your old like. And then I think that everybody that plays the sport, man, should know who came before them. So even if Shannon did fly off the handle, and for you to come off and say, "What's your resume?" Like that's the dumbest thing. Like that shit comment.
Man.
You could have said anything else. You could have just said, "Meet me in the parking lot, and I'll break your neck." But you say, "What's your resume?" Like you just played yourself.
I got a
I'm
cool jacket.
like that's dumb. Come on,
The thing to me is, I'm a person who leads to, okay, well, we don't know what you're going to do. I do know what he has done. So, like Shannon Sharp said, I hope you have the career I had. Because anything can happen to you going forward. You can still be on the field and not be nowhere near the good as the player that you was the first couple years you was DK Metcalf. And you play 15 years and get nothing but 600 yards a season.
pretty much.
You don't know what's going to happen to you. I've done it.
At an extremely to a gold jacket level.
3-time champion. Gold jacket means Hall of Fame. And I want to say when he retired, he had the most receptions as a tight end. So that ain't nothing. That ain't small beans.
Nah.
That's not small beans at all. And
for you to be a receiver,
and I was gonna say for you to be a receiver,
that's crazy.
That's blasphemous for you to not know, and for you to even if you did know to say what you say, because he's right. You may not. You might go out this week, and you had somebody on Seattle's team get carted off. I saw the game against the Steelers. You might have somebody get carted off. I'm assuming his career will not be on the same trajectory as it was. He just got carted off.
We just don't know. It's that fickle.
But what I do know is Shannon Sharp was great when he played, and he can say all the shit that he want to say because he's backed it up. Not back it up. He has backed it up. DK Metcalf, you have still yet to back it up for however many years that Shannon Sharp has done it. You have still yet to garner a gold jacket, which he's done. You still yet to garner not one, not two, but 3 championships, which he significantly contributed to on all of them. So, DK Metcalf, like the 3 guys up here, I think you a goddamn fool for saying what you said.
Yeah, he's an idiot.
But you don't know no better. And like he said, I don't blame you. I blame your old head.
So with that being said, man, closing thoughts, fellas, man. Let's watch some. We got a doubleheader, man. The Milwaukee Bucks just opened up tonight with a thrashing of the Brooklyn Nets, man. We have the Lakers. We have the Lakers and the Warriors up next, man, in the matinee action. Closing thoughts, fellas. Closing thoughts, man.
Hey, man, look. Here at the Fire Nights Experience, man, we're not going to hold nothing back. We're going to tell it how we know it. Right, wrong, or indifferent. But we always coming from a good place. You know, so with that being said, it's your boy Fresh Fire.
It's the boy, man. It's the boy, Uncle P, man. I'm here with you, man, all the time, man.
And thank y'all for rocking with us, man, at the 3616 Cigar Lounge, E Square Cigar Lounge. Thank y'all for rocking with us. Dad, you want to take us home?
You know, man, I'm just going to say thank y'all for having me. Love all these guys, man. You know, I'm always here. I'm not always in front of the camera. I'm always here, though. You know, love these guys. Love the podcast. It's doing big things, man. Everybody, you know, you get a chance, you need to come out, experience it for yourself.
E Square Cigar Lounge, 3616.
We out.
Highway. We out, y'all.
He goes hard with the hype.